Second Cup, brought to you by the Nickel Plate. Sit, sip, savor, and shop. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, my goodness.
Just getting my...
What a Halloween we had.
What a night. Wow.
Are
Great
you waking
weather.
up out of your candy coma? That's what we were saying.
I know, that's what we were talking about. So I put that on Facebook. That's what I'm pulling up right now.
Yeah.
The what's your favorite candy? As your kids go out and do you like say, oh, one for me, one for you?
Yeah. We'll talk about that coming up. First, I want to know, did you have a ton of trick-or-treaters? What'd you have at your house?
I think we ended up with like 30.
Oh, my God. We had so many kids at my house.
Yeah.
Get this, guys. We ran out of candy. Like, we felt like losers. And Paul was so first off, our neighbor across the street ran out of candy. This tells you that it was like an anomaly, right? Because like I know how many kids we've gotten in the past few years.
Yeah, you said it's been relatively quiet.
Pretty quiet. So the neighbor across the street first ran out of candy.
Okay.
Came over and he's like, do you guys have more candy? We gave him some candy. In the meantime, I ran upstairs. I got I have individual Cheez-Its, Goldfish, popcorn that I'll bring to work, little snack bags. Dumping those in, we were on reserve. We were dumping
just
that
like
stuff
looking
in
for
there.
any.
Paul's like, popcorn, Goldfish. I'm like, we don't have stuff right now.
You have to give something to these children.
This house is going to get eggs.
Yes.
And so then as we're handing out, we've got a bowl with popcorn, Goldfish, and the peanut butter cups at the bottom. The one kid's like, I love Goldfish. Proving my point in front of my brother and Paul. I was like, haha. But it was unbelievable.
It was so nice to just see so many kids out last night. There were just so many people, enjoying the great weather. We're 70s with, a little breezy, but all in all, weather-wise, it's not going to get much better than that on a Halloween. Okay,
so listen, Lori said they had 113 kids. Okay.
What do you normally have, Lori?
Danielle said she had so much candy, not many kids. Oh. Debbie said she had at least 200 kids. Wow. Debbie, where are you? Now I'm telling you, we usually get, I'm not kidding, maybe 15 kids, maybe.
Yeah.
So we had a 70-piece bag that Paul bought, plus 3 extra bags of Reese's Cups.
Of course, you got to have those.
And that was what we had. I mean, I figured 100 pieces of candy was good. We probably had, now I will say we were a little generous in the beginning because we are so used to not having so many kids. And then at the end, I'm like, here's your one Reese's Cup. But usually I'll give 2 or 3 pieces.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Because I don't want the bag of candy coming back in the house. So I'll be like, hey, take 2. Oh, you like that? Oh, good. Take another.
Lori said they were slow last night, down from last year. Howard said he only had his granddaughters early around 4. Then the power went out for 3 hours. The kids all went to a little parade in Ransomville. James had 1 kid. His town is a specific street they closed down and encouraged people to have candy sent to that. Oh, that's okay. That's a nice idea. Connie says Paul has no extras. No, and Paul was saying to me,
how sad he was now?
He's like, you always go so stingy with the candy. I'm like, you bought the candy this year. He's like, yeah, but I didn't go overboard because you would have been like, there's so much candy. And I'm like, well, I felt like we had 100 pieces of candy. I felt like that was enough.
Yeah, it sounded like enough if you normally get 15 kids.
We must have had 50 to 60 kids. So the very last group was, and I'm not kidding you, a group of 20 kids. So we were trying to see okay, can we take this? And my brother's looking down the street and he's like, there's about 20 of them. What do you have? That's a big group. I'm not kidding. There's probably 20. And I'm like, okay, I think we can get through this group. Oh my God. At one point I emptied a box of granola bars into the thing, those kind granola bars.
Yeah.
Paul's like, really? I'm like, we need to give him something.
You never know. Yeah.
David goes, I'll get some K-cups. I'm like, we're not giving these kids coffee. Here's some here you
that
go.
Is hilarious.
Give these to your mom and dad.
Some K-cups. You know what? That's great. So when did your light go out? Did you have to turn the light out then when you ran out of candy? So it was
supposed to go until 8. We sat outside, and I think that's why we got a lot of kids coming over because it was so nice out.
We sat outside too for a while. And then I just got tired. We wake up so early and you're kind of go all day yesterday. And then at about 7:45, I'm like, I'm tapping out.
Debbie with the 200 kids said it was in Newfane.
Oh, that's cool. Beautiful up in Newfane.
Jeanette said she didn't get one trick-or-treater. She's on a one-way. She thinks that's why, but her neighborhood was lit up. Rosemary said the kids are really polite. Yeah. Ron says they had a lot of candy left over this year. Sherry says in the Valley, we only had 3 kids. Danielle had 25. She bought so much candy based on the forecast.
Oh, candy forever.
Katie, I have just over 200 pieces. She's getting ready to donate. James saw a lot of inflatable dinosaur costumes. The kids are so cute, Lori says. Lindy said she didn't get any children. That is so crazy. Lori said, yeah, they sat outside too. Heather says the kids were so polite and thankful. Pass out full-size candy. The kids are so excited about 75 in NT.
Oh, Heather, no wonder.
Heather's giving
That's
out full-size
nice.
candy bars. I'm giving out granola bars because I
Yeah.
ran out there like, we're going to her house. So we did, I would say around like 7:40, we were like, we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
we
You
didn't
run
have
out of
any kids.
candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit that last group and called it a night.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. At least, you know what? It was a fun night. I thought the kids were all polite too. It was nice to see the kids and their parents and walking around and having a good time. 464 in East Aurora. So one of our coworkers, Adam lives in East Aurora.
Yeah.
And he was like, you always get that deep voice. Is it going to be nice on Thursday? And I'm like, yes. He's like, oh boy. So they get crushed in East Aurora. And obviously Jim saying 464 trick-or-treaters. So I'm sure, Jim, you were prepared, but that is impressive.
Anita says she uses the honor system with a giant bowl outside. It was all gone except for about a quarter of it. She doesn't know how many kids, but she had her grandkids in Lancaster, tons of kids out. I started with the honor system. I put out like a chair and put the bowl on it because I was like watching the news and waiting for Paul to come home. And then we sat outside for probably the next couple hours.
Yeah. It was so nice. We were playing cornhole. We had cornhole set up.
Oh, that's nice. We had banded out. He was losing his mind. He was so excited to see all the kids. Did you see any good costumes?
Yeah, you know what? I thought some of the kids put a lot of effort. Some I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what it was. I was like, oh, that's really.
And did you use our line from yesterday?
No, I forgot.
Tell me more about your costume.
That's what it was. I forgot. So I froze.
Come on.
Like, I forgot. I'm supposed to ask you about the costume.
In one ear, out the other,
totally.
just like my husband.
So 100%. So, what? Yeah. So at any rate, there were a lot of great ones. You could see a lot of effort was put into a lot of the costumes. Always impressed with some of the creativity.
Cute. A dad was carrying her by the time she got to our house, but she was a little Tigger.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then there was a mom carrying, I don't forget what this girl was. Maybe she was a princess or something like that. But I was like, how's it going? She's like, this is our first year. The little kid was probably about 2. And she's just like, I've been carrying her the whole time and I got to be done because my arm is falling. She's like, I'm hitting my point.
A lot of people bringing the wagons. So we saw that.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Ron says he saw a lot of Beetlejuice costumes.
That's cool.
Cute. And Lori said, yes, I noticed this too. A lot of Halloween parties outside with bonfires. Our neighborhood was doing that. Like, not so much a bonfire, but maybe like a little get together. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't even. We just had the table out and just some chairs and just sitting there. And it was just so nice outside.
Saw a lot of adults in their Bills gear carrying their adult beverages with them.
Saw that too.
Yeah. And Howard, yes, you're totally right. My friends' kids, they all did Trolls.
Okay.
Like the Justin Timberlake Trolls. Your kids might be a little old for it.
Yeah.
It was like probably in the past like 10 years.
Okay.
But like you remember the Trolls with
I know the hair. Yeah, that was
they're like that, but they were
that's neat. Okay.
Yeah, that was a big costume this year. So I mean, I'm telling you what a night. Hey, you know what, Aaron, let's pull up those dancers really quick just before we transition topics. Look at these kids dancing to Thriller, this Dance Academy. They're so good.
Amazing.
I mean, like, I have no rhythm, so like I'm extra impressed. But like, I love this. So they did this Saturday night in Hamburg, and look at the crowd they have behind them.
Tons of people.
So cool. And then they raise money for St. Jude and also the SPCA. So that's great.
And we've probably seen this 10 times, and each time I'm like, wow, look at that. They're just so good.
And they're all on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my favorite part.
What a video, like from Michael Jackson. What, like, was it 40 years ago?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, this came out, and
I don't know.
It's probably I would say probably the best music video.
Ago,
all right, well, I was. And I would say, is that the best music video like ever? Do they make music videos anymore? I don't even know. Is MTV still around?
I think there's no TV anymore.
No, is MTV like seriously? The last time I watched, I don't think they had one video on, so I don't know.
They definitely make music videos, but they put them on YouTube now and stuff too.
Oh, the kids. That's how they're doing
it. Kids and the YouTube, you know.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Sarah says, was it a record-breaking Halloween temp?
Yes, we hit 78 yesterday.
How about that wind too?
Yeah, it was pretty windy, but 78 new record yesterday, Sarah. So broke the old record of 73. So a lot of people says it's the nicest Halloween they can remember. True. Yeah. Because it was the warmest one on record. And I mean, last year it was snowing And this year we're in the mid to upper 70s.
Yeah, last year I sat downstairs where my brother is and would just wait for the kids to ring the doorbell.
Yeah, last year I did the same thing. I kind of sat by the front door. I'm like, hey, if you come here in the snow, I'll give you a few pieces of candy.
Yeah, Linda says the wind's still going strong in Brant.
Oh, it's still windy. We had a 43-mile-per-hour wind gust a couple minutes ago in Buffalo. You could hear it. Our roof, there must be something moving around up there. Over there where I sit.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that. I'm sure that's fine. It's like the top of the roof is going.
Yeah, so it's still windy. It'll be not as windy later today. Winds gusting near 30 this afternoon, but near 40 this morning. And time to rake leaves. Yeah, time to get the leaves out of the gutters.
What's this weekend going to be like?
Oh, it's going to be done. Light winds for both Saturday and Sunday.
So I think this is like a yard cleanup weekend maybe for
Absolutely.
some people.
Near 50 tomorrow, mid 50s Sunday. I mean, Sunday for me is all about the Bills. So if you're going to do anything, do it Saturday.
Do it Saturday, yeah. So it's like the raking. Paul's got that blowing thing.
Yes.
Backpack.
Oh,
man.
He's got the backpack. Oh, my hero. Yeah.
He acts like it's such a chore, but I think he enjoys wearing it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. How much fun is that?
And the dog sees him and he's like, absolutely not. Nope.
Peace out.
Nope,
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be doing a lot of raking this weekend. So yeah.
Connie says October blew out of here. Yeah, it definitely did.
Sure did. So we were talking candy. Do we talk about like real quickly?
Hit us. Yeah, with your top. What's your top 3?
Okay, so I put it on Facebook and I tagged you. Reese's Cups, number 1. And then I have Mounds and then Almond Joy. Shockingly, a lot of people were also like, those are my top 3.
Because I feel like coconut is we talked about orange chocolate yesterday. Coconut is divisive too.
Yes, only one person put like, boo coconut.
I love coconut.
Me too.
I feel like Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm over them. I think the older I've gotten,
well,
I'm a little over them. So, but Almond Joy, yes. You know what I love and don't see that often, although I saw some little packs of them this year, like out in the stores. Gummy bears.
Oh, gummy bears I like, but they wouldn't crack my top 3. I mean, I'd love to hear a different candy and be like, oh, that I could move that up. But I do love. No, that'd be in the bottom.
Twix.
Okay, but not better than the other. Almond Joy and Mounds are so good for me. Okay. I love them.
Snickers.
Yeah. Okay. Like I'll have a Snickers.
Yeah.
But not like. Oh, like if I walk by a Mounds or Almond Joy, I'm going to eat it.
Do you want to know something funny? When Aaron turned 50, he had these candy bars with his face on them that his mom made, and I got one of these. I almost gave it to a trick-or-treater yesterday. I was so desperate. Because I have it in my freezer. I love keeping chocolate in my freezer. And I'm like, okay, what else do I have? And I was like,
imagine some kid going, who is this guy?
I saved it.
Oh, thanks. I eat all those.
That would be hilarious
that
if I did that.
Is funny. Yes.
Let's see here. Tammy says, a little mini Milky Way in her coffee.
That sounds good. I like putting the Reese's Cups in my oatmeal.
Jason says his favorite is candy corn, followed by a Kit Kat. Oh, Darlene, a Heath bar.
Heath bars are good. Still,
I could put those up higher. Those are good.
Top 10.
Those are really good. Joyce says Mounds and Almond Joy. Yes.
Thanks, Joyce.
Linda says coconut's good for your brain.
Well,
there you go.
I don't know. I thought you were waiting for a comment from you.
Shocked. No. Howard says Ghirardelli raspberry filled dark chocolate is good. Yes. So Howard, I'm with you, and that's what we were kind of talking about. I said it's harder for me to justify having like a Halloween candy piece of candy.
Okay.
When I know out there exists like the
Ghirardelli chocolate.
Or like the local places that we talked about yesterday.
Sure, like the orange sponge candy, that would be number 1 on my list. But I mean, we're talking, what am I going to get from a neighbor who's buying a large pack? But
it's
Howard,
hard for me to be
that.
like, let me have what's your number? A Reese's cup versus like, let me go to Watson's or let me go to Platters or,
Raspberry with chocolate's a delicious combo.
Yeah. Howard says that's why you have that private stash in the fridge.
Definitely.
Just for you. Connie says she likes Snickers, Milky Way, Three Musketeers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Linda says, sponge candy's her number 1 too. Someone gave my kids mini milk bones, so even the dogs got to enjoy Halloween. That's a cute idea.
Good idea.
I love that. Yeah, I was thinking.
We saw a lot of people with their dogs last night.
Did you?
Around. Yeah.
Well, there was one dog I think that came to our house. I didn't bring out treats for that. I had Bandit out there, and he would have just been trying to eat them the whole time.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, it was a busy Halloween in my house. I was really surprised. We had a lot of older trick-or-treaters too.
Good.
A couple little kids, but a lot of older kids.
You know what? You got your whole life to be an adult. Go get your candy while you still can.
We had one kid who came in a suit and had a briefcase, and he was an insurance salesman. And he like basically acted the part while he was there. And he's like, what can I put you down for? What can this and this and this and this? And he like kept going. And it was really actually pretty funny.
That's awesome.
He was cute.
Good. You know what? Here's some extra candy bar.
I'm going to say he was probably like 13, 15, something like that. And he was like in it for the performance factor.
Yeah.
And he was really good.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
really cute. Oh, and my mom's got a bunch of leftovers. She didn't have as many kids. I thought she would get a ton too.
Yeah, she's got a neighborhood.
They do, but their neighborhood's kind of aged a little bit, like older. So I don't know.
You see that. You see that. So the leftovers are headed to channel. Oh, what'd you get, MB? That's the big question.
Mom, did you get peanut butter cups for Aaron? That's what he wants to know.
Okay. Basically, that is what I want.
That's what he wants to know. Okay, Aaron, let's hit our next music video that we wanted to share with everybody this morning.
Oh, man. He gets you.
There she is. This was posted on Mariah Carey's Twitter overnight. She does like a Halloween into Christmas season.
All right, this is her time to shine.
This is her time. We love that song. So here we are. Like, can you believe we're already, I mean, it is November 1st.
Yeah, it's tough to go right from Halloween to Christmas stuff since we were 78 degrees yesterday.
I know.
Until it snows the first time, like for real. I'm kind of still, I got to rake the leaves first.
Yeah. Question for the cuppies. Have you guys heard Christmas music on the radio yet?
It's out there, right?
I think it is. Usually a lot of places will switch over now. I have not like personally heard a song yet, but I'm interested to know if somebody did or not. Yeah. Connie says it's Christmas music season. Everybody else is saying, no, don't rush it.
I'm with you.
Well, that was Mariah rushing it a little bit, but she does it every year. Paula says it started today on 96.1.
That's right. I was 96.1.
And Linda says Thanksgiving always seems to get skipped over. Sometimes it does. By the way, if you're a BJ's member, they just said they've got some Thanksgiving deals for turkeys.
Nice.
You're going to get like if you pay, I think it's a $150 purchase, you can get a free turkey. And then you get a coupon later in the month for a free turkey.
Thanksgiving's my favorite one. So that's a bummer. Gets skipped over. Like eating and watching football and then like falling asleep and waking back up and watching more football and eating again.
Yeah.
Like what a day.
That's
plus
your day.
Family,
Also, they're there. Also, while I'm doing all these things I love, eating and sleeping, my family's around. So that's
cool. Yeah, I tend to fall asleep on the couch. Well, you know what? I always work. I'm working. So I'm up at 3. Then you. Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Is there a noon that day?
I don't know.
Should we like protest? Do you really need the noon news on Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to try it. Maybe get a change.
Give it a shot, buddy. Yeah. Give it a shot and see what happens.
Yeah.
We bring it up at the meeting today with our boss.
Yeah.
Diane says not until December 1st. Marguerite says she likes her fall decorations until Thanksgiving. Me too. I keep my pumpkins and stuff up until Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Diamond wants to know, why isn't Thanksgiving music a thing? Is there a reason? Well, because I can only think of that one song.
What song? I don't even know.
The Adam Sandler one. Turkey for me. Turkey for you.
I guess you play that all for the next
love Adam Sandler.
4 weeks. Yeah. Oh, he's fun. His songs are funny.
I mean, like my humor level, I'm surrounded by boys all the time. It is just so silly sometimes.
It is. And it's awesome because like Paul, and I'll be like, did you see blank? And he'd be like, oh, Paul loves that movie.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Some of it is too
awesome.
dumb for me, but Adam Sandler just has my heart. When he came here, Paul and I went to see him. He was so funny.
Last year we went to see the Christmas Vacation when Chevy Chase was here. That was funny. It was good.
Wait. Oh, and you saw him. He was on stage.
Yeah. Well, then he fell. We saw that too. Yeah.
Ed was there too. You guys both went.
Yes.
Yes,
we did.
Jeanette says, I've got the Mariah Carey CD ready in my car to play with the top down later. I'm that jerk. Hilarious. Connie's going to put her Bills tree up. Jason says it's too early. Linda says Christmas movies are on TV right now. Noreen says, listen, whatever makes you happy. I'm with that. That sounds good. Danielle says cancel the noon on Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Paula says Christmas music can be more profitable. Jason thinks it should start the day after Thanksgiving. Linda says she loves that song because of Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Diamond says she likes it too. And Marguerite says she keeps her pumpkins on display. Turn the jack-o'-lantern face around. Marguerite, my mom does the same thing. So like all the and every like thing that we made as little kids, like she hung.
It's still up.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's awesome.
So she has like these little, like we made little pumpkins when we were kids. If they're jack-o'-lanterns on Halloween, she turns them one way, and when it's Thanksgiving, she turns them the other way. So it's just a regular pumpkin.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then the other day, of course, I was over and I'm like, where's that pumpkin that I made when I was in
third grade?
a senior in high school?
Oh, geez.
She's like, it's in the front hall.
Okay.
Thank you.
Proudly displayed.
This better not just be a David show over here with all my
Oh.
brother's stuff. Connie says Christmas music and not a 365 music usually stop. So that's my complaint about Christmas music. They stop it like when you're really in the mood, it's Christmas. And then the next day it's gone.
They probably should run it right through, December 31st.
At least New Year's.
Yeah. Because you're still taking stuff back and you're taking the tree down. You're still in,
Like,
this is the season.
100%. Like, and I like to keep my tree up because I usually put my tree up like after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I like to keep my tree up a little bit longer, and then I feel like it's just like gone.
Boom, gone.
Bummer. Yeah. Marguerite says my mom is too cute. And Mark says, yeah, blame the stores. They started putting stuff in September. I actually took a video yesterday. I meant to send it, but I was at Walgreens. I had to stop at Walgreens yesterday. So here's the seasonal aisle. It's Halloween. Picked over candy.
Sure.
Picked over costume. And all of a sudden, halfway through the aisle, it's Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, this is literally the transition here.
That's great. You know what? It's funny you said you took a video. I almost took a picture. The voting line by the senior center there.
Did you really vote?
No.
No.
I'm just going to wait. I was at the library. I go get my books because I had one I've been waiting for and it was in. So I ran to get it.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal for me. And I was like, okay, there's no place to park.
Yeah.
And then when I found a place to park, I was like, oh, everyone's standing outside. There's a line wrapping around the building to vote early. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, no, totally. What kind of lines have you guys seen for early voting? My girlfriend, I had lunch with her and my other friend. What day did we go? Maybe like Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And she said, she's like, you know what? Since I'm out here, I'm going to go early vote at one of these places because there was the senior center. She's not far from there, like Clearfield area. Yeah. She's like, okay, I'm going to pop over there. Send us a message. It was like, I literally drove into the parking lot and drove back away.
I believe it.
There were too many people.
Yeah. I'll go next Tuesday. But
Linda says, if you're voting early, come to Brant. No waiting ever.
See, thank you, Linda, because I was wondering, I mean, everyone's going to certain spots. There aren't a whole lot. I mean, there are several places, but like, yeah, if you want to take a few minute drive and make your way to Brant, if you're up in the North Towns, do it.
Marguerite says no voting line when she voted on Monday in Batavia. Very efficient and organized.
Very cool.
Lori says, Clarence, the line was down the street. She was surprised.
See, Lori, I'm going to tell you, I was kind of surprised. I mean, it was beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But it was a Thursday, several days before the actual election.
Yeah.
And I mean, there were cars everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously it's a big election, but
so I'll tell you what surprised me. What day was it that it was pouring? Was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember. Earlier this week, it was pouring one day and we had video.
Around lunchtime, it was raining.
Oh, and people were standing in like a rain slicker under an umbrella waiting in line outside. That surprised me because at that point I'd be like, I'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, Tuesday's supposed to be nice. We're going to be in the 70s for this election day. So no excuses not to get out there.
Sarah said people were waiting an hour at the Moose in Hamburg. I might have to wait till Tuesday. More locations will be open.
That's what I figured. If everybody early votes, I might just be walking into my place.
Maybe.
No problem. Yeah.
Julie says, hopefully my voting place will be empty from all the early voters. Same idea. She's voting early, or she's voting on election day. Marlene says, Northwest Community Center, 155 lawn. You're in and you're out. No waiting.
Very cool.
That's a good one. And Paula says, I feel like voting early is wrong in some way, like having Thanksgiving the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay, Paula, I kind of feel that way too.
I like it.
I was like, isn't it always the Tuesday? Like, why am I pushing this? I know what I'm doing. And I've been asked, are you going to early vote? And I'm like, I'm with you, Paula. I'm like, no, I feel like I do that on Tuesday.
I'm
going to work and then I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, is it convenient to stay in the line today or Tuesday?
So I'm going to go, I think, like today or tomorrow. And my polling place where I've early voted, I've waited in a short line there before, maybe 20 people max, but like not long.
Yeah.
So I think that I'll be okay with the early voting.
Let me know.
I will.
I putting all my marbles into Tuesday, whether I'm standing out there for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Here we go.
Very good. Joy says her friend worked the election, texted her when the line went down. It was an hour and a half wait most of the day Monday in Lancaster.
Wow. Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
Hey, good for everybody. You know what? You got to get out there and vote.
You know what? Probably the weather has helped the turnout here too, because.
Well, yesterday, you're standing outside in the 70s and, you're like, if you look and, hey, it's beautiful out. It's a nice, easy topic between the Bills doing well and the weather nice. At least you got something to talk about for the next hour.
We only got a couple seconds left. So let's end with Joyce's comment.
Awesome.
Go Bills. Big game on Sunday.
Can't wait. Weather looks great. Winds will be light. Clouds on the increase during the game, but all in all, it should be pretty nice, especially for this time of year.
Fantastic. Go Bills, everybody. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.